Hello guys, I welcome you once again to Century Office. There has been some misunderstanding, misinformation in the system concerning Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy or more Accra Sports Stadium show non person one. Now, one thing I was saying is say Stonebwoy doesn't need any approval from Shatta Wale and Sana any show at stadium. And Shatta Wale doesn't also need any approval from Stonebwoy and Sana any show at stadium. But your procedures are also from when the book event in the first. 1 year be away. Even in Shatta Wale is in the past 2 years and 3 years in the year. The Freedom Wave concert in Temi or Stadium, Accra Sports Stadium. Last year was 360. Stonebwoy's beam concert in Ashana to the world in now. Oyana either Fantasy Dome and I say Saka Park or Ashaiman. But this time, no clear woman again. Why is Shatta Wale ranting or cassette amount for Obama Mimidi? Akufuado's daughter, Mammy, if any Jankoma Akufuado.
Was even complain to you because your father is the president. You think you can take any decision for the citizens? You said play the high top, eh? Or if you say somebody don't fear anybody, we don't know about they fear anybody for this country. Man tire. The nonsense thing, man tire. Which president daughter? Come on for them. I swear, you see this president, the president, you see the thing they do. Ghana put the suffer. They tell you your father, they make the put the suffer. You did the way you won't fight for stadium for show. Something where you don't get knowledge about. They talk about time.
On the creative arts CEO of Ghana. But you chose to address him as the president daughter. Ampa, she is the president daughter. Akufo-Addo Baba. So Stonebwoy was on Trend Music TV today. He was asked about Shatta Wale's live video since yesterday and what is going on between the Beam side and the SM side about the Accra Sports Stadium brouhaha. And this was his response.
Your brother Shatta Wale also is looking to host, but he's having a 5-day activity. And yesterday, obviously, he said, he had booked the place and everything. So we've heard his part. So just tell us your part.
Really,
what's the conflict? Because you are doing the show on 22nd. His show will be happening on the 25th. He says he needs 3 days.
I really would. I don't want to engage too much in this because when I chanced upon it this morning, I realized that there was too much. There's misinformation also in what he was tendering in. So I'll just leave it at that. I know you guys are able entity. You can find out the right infos. But I believe 22nd and 25th are dates that everybody can host shows and they are very doable, irrespective of the fact that it's a stadium because we lack venues that much, in this place. And you can see that the Grand Arena, for instance, is always under pressure where people do 20th, 21st, 22nd, but we all do find time to put up amazing setups.
That's right.
And make things work. So basically,
do you see?
And then our Twitter space hosted by Anywhere DJ, a team member from SM and a team member from Beam Nation, they were on Emma speaking to the issue. Obia can side of the story. TNT, the Twitter space, no matter how subscribe to the channel, what put on the notification, watch the video number for friend.
Gave a ruling. And he said, henceforth, the stadium, every other December 25, he's giving it to Shatta Wale, and every 22nd for Stonebwoy. That's why he made it very clear to all of us there at the meeting.
So the professor, that's Professor Chumesi, who is the boss, the managing director for the National Sports Authority, says that effective this year, every 22nd will be for Stonebwoy, and every 25th will be for Shatta Wale. So it means that in their scheme of affairs, they'll consider both parties before any other person brings in a proposal.
Exactly. Based on these dates. I mean, it's available for any other, person to book. But based on these dates, he's locking it down for Stone 22nd, Shatta 25th.
Now, since there's not even been some form of... Okay, so now you guys are okay with the 22nd effective today. Let me find out from Sammy. Sammy, Shatta Wale actually posted on Facebook that the concert has been cancelled. I don't know if there's been any update to that. Is it still happening? Or you guys are yet to confirm? Or you're still going to go back and have a conversation?
Well, if the situation remains the same, because it is going to put our concerts in a discomfort, I'm not sure we will be in a position to do this. Because you see, NYDJ, I'm sure Chief here is an event person. He has been doing big events, going out international to do events and all that. If any event is to come before their event, very well, he will not feel comfortable with it. And again, at this stage, the time left for us to do our setup is just 1 day. At this stage, the date we are, when we are mentioning the dates 22nd, 25th, it is just the date. But in terms of the real work on the floor, the time left for us to do our work is just one day, because they will finish their show on 23rd. That is what maybe many people are not considering when they mention 22nd and 25th. They'll finish their show on 23rd. And by the time they'll be able to clear everything, it will be like the next day, which is 24th. Then it means we have just one day to do our setup. And the magnanimity of the kind of setup we want to do, one day won't help us. And everybody who has been following events on this space knows what I'm talking about. Everybody knows this. We have been seeing people do
Stop,
events.
Charlie, stop the talk that thing. I beg.
Chief, what am I
Bro,
saying?
stop the
Chief,
talk
what
that
am
thing.
I saying?
Bro,
Chief,
let's
you have
get
been
Polly
doing
Blaze.
events.
Chief,
You have
Let
been
us
doing
Chief,
get
events. You know what I'm
let us
saying?
get
we need
Polly
to.
Blaze. Let us get Frankie on the space here now for them to confirm.
I have also spoken to Frankie. Frankie says 3 days even is not enough for what he wants to do. What are you saying? Today, me, I've spoken to Frankie today.
Look what you're saying, Sammy.
When
Stop.
the same Frankie had initially said it was enough, or that was because he had not seen the plan of the stage or exactly what you wanted to put up.
He is saying he spoke with Frankie, as a matter of fact. But what I mean is, I have also been talking to Frankie, and Frankie tells
Li-
me what he would need to do. Even as it stands now, Frankie has given us options of about 3 stages and setup to consider that we are still going through. On my phone right now, we still have about 2 or 3. We are going through to see which one finally we are agreeing on. So
And
you
all
see,
these cannot be
chief,
set up
chief,
within
chief,
the
chief,
stipulated day.
chief, it one day it's not possible. Charlie, the tear down and the setup, boss, you know the days it will take. And chief, you see, don't let it
Sammy,
look like, even if
Sammy,
it had been Stonebwoy, chief,
Sammy,
I'm coming. Let me say this final, then you come through. Don't let it look like if it had been Stonebwoy and Shatta wanted to do this, you guys will be happy with it. Charlie, let's be real on this. You guys will never be happy with this. If you've been doing a show for a place in about 3 years running and someone comes and said he wants to do it, like, you'll never be happy, chief. Don't let us make this. And when I say this, they say, hey, there's Sammy Flex. Chief, I'm still Sammy Flex, bro.
Sammy,
Chief,
I'm still
Sammy,
your
Chief,
guy. I'm still your guy,
Chief,
you know.
I'll
Sammy.
let you in. I'll let you in on your final submission on this particular one, and I'll also get to. I know Olele wants to ask a question, but I would want to pick your final one on this. It means for you the date is set and effective this year. You might be doing it every year, but from what Sami is saying, it looks like since it wouldn't be too cool with them, Sami, it means that you will not be doing the concert in the stadium on the 25th again. If it wouldn't work this way, because
I'm not saying that, please. Don't twist my words. Once again, I'm not the one to say this. Until I receive a contract from them to know how many days they are giving to me to set up. It is still what it is, because as it stands now, I have not been given contracts. Team Stonebwoy, they have also not been given contracts. That is all that I know. So until all those things are done, I can't answer any question on that, bro.
okay, Chief, you want to wrap up.
Yeah, anyway, I mean it's sad that as of today in 2023, we are here discussing, such, exactly when we should be focusing on, pushing our craft, onto global scale. So what I just want to put across is that there was no form of, malice or any bad intent, from our side. It was clearly a case of,
Chief.
Sami, I would appreciate
bro,
it if you allow him to go ahead with
Sammy,
the
Chief,
submission.
Sammy,
Chief,
Sammy,
Chief.
Sami, like I said,
Chief,
I would
listen,
appreciate it if you allow him to go on with his
Sammy,
presentation,
listen,
please.
Chief, I'm here, boss.
listen. Let
I'm
us
listening,
be
sir.
civil, in the conversations we are having as possible, please. And I keep saying it.
I've always been
Exactly,
civil,
yeah.
you know,
I
bro.
mean, there are some comments you are passing, and I've seen you write, some stuff that I don't want us to go there. Please, let's respect.
Oh,
Let's
I've written
respect the
stuff where.
platform. Speak to the issues as we are doing.
Oh no,
Please,
Chief. No, I want us to get it. I've written stuff where. What did I write somewhere?
please, just keep it as such. I beg you.
Oh no, Chief. Because we are all here. You said I've written stuff.
I
But what
have
did I
seen it.
write somewhere?
I
Because
have seen it,
what did I write? What did I
bro.
write?
This is somebody's platform. We are all, speaking. Let's
Chief,
speak to the matter.
since
I
Chief,
just
Charlie.
want.
Chief,
Chief, what did I
since
write?
Chief, please hold on, Sami, hold on, Chief. Since we are not privy to what exactly Sami has written, you are raising it now, and we don't have any evidence to that.
Hey.
So I think it would not be right for you to bring it in. But if you can still go ahead and make your final submission, because as to what he's written, which we are not privy to, we can't really discuss here.
I mean, I have
So if you
I've
can
seen
just
I've seen some write-ups with his name and picture attached to it. I'm yet to confirm if it is him indeed or not.
Oh,
Please,
exactly,
oh,
let's
since
leave.
oh,
since you are
oh,
yet to
oh, oh,
confirm,
oh, chief,
please
oh,
let's hold
chief,
on to that for now.
oh, chief, oh,
Listen,
chief.
It's okay.
So you've
Sammy,
not even
Allow Chief to
confirmed.
wrap up.
Sammy,
You've not even confirmed, and you are telling, you are
Sammy,
saying, telling the
Sammy,
world that Sammy
Sammy,
Flex has written some
Sammy,
things. Oh,
stop,
chief.
stop playing
Sammy,
these games
please hold
because
on.
we all
Let
know,
Chief finish and let's get to our people.
we all know that
There are so many people who want to speak.
exactly.
Please.
We all know the truth. All I'm trying to say is that this is us trying to bring entertainment to the people. What we are doing is for the people, and it's only right and fair for us, to come together and know how we can schedule this event in the for our people to enjoy it. So please stop all this, back and forth trying to make somebody look bad and calling out names and slandering people here and there. Let us, yeah,
Oh,
please.
what is this
Okay.
slandering and
All right,
calling
Chief.
this?
Thank you very much, Chief. So Chief tells us the BIM concert is happening on the 22nd at the Accra Sports Stadium, right? Chief, that's the point, right?
Hello?
Chief, can you hear me? Yes.
Yeah, NY.
Yes. So I'm saying that you are confirming to us that the event, as in BIM concert, is still happening on the 22nd at the Accra Sports Stadium, right?
Yes, live, live, live. It's happening on the 20th,
Okay.
which is a Friday.
All right. Ask a question. I'll pick maybe just three or four, and we will actually bring this space to. And then once again, my name is NYDJ. I'm the host of Rise and Shine on YFM. Damen Love, you are here. You want to share something?
I just want to ask something. Um,
Okay, please go ahead.
Chief, I think this goes directly to Chief. I saw his post concerning this whole thing about someone sabotaging someone and all that. Well, I just want to ask, did Stonebwoy team try to reach out to Shatawale's team to find out what's actually going on, or the plan for his show, the activities, the dates before reaching out to the NSA, or they just went directly to the NSA? Because we all know, including
Solid question. Solid question.
we,
No one is asking this
we
question.
all know that Shatawale has
Solid question.
done this show at the stadium twice, and he put out a flyer that okay, it's going to happen again. This is the third edition, and
Solid
the
question.
first post we saw was Chief posted Accra Sports Stadium with a loading emoji or something. All I'm asking is, did they try to reach out to Shatawale's team to find out if
Mm, mm,
there are
mm.
actually there are plans or the activities, if they can scrutinize something or something?
Mm,
That's all I
mm.
want to know.
Let's clap for this
Okay.
man. Let's clap for this man.
All
Let's
right.
clap
Thank
for
you
this
very
man.
much.
Let's clap for him.
But in my, I think I
Damn
don't know if
love,
you will
damn
speak
love,
to
big
that.
ups to you. Damn love, big ups to you.
Thank
Big
you,
ups to you.
thank you,
That's a solid
thank you
question
very
that
much.
nobody is asking. Nobody is asking this
Thank
question
you
on
very
this
much.
page. Everybody
Sammy,
is asking
Sammy,
some questions that are not important.
Sammy, please
Okay.
hold on. Can we attend to
Hello,
this
Sammy.
particular one before
Sammy.
Yeah,
Chief comes in?
You
yeah.
see, you see,
Before
you see
Chief
the
comes,
attitude you are putting up.
Chief, hold on. Before Chief comes in,
Um,
let me state. I mean, with my very little knowledge, yes, I mean in industry it will be nice if a party reaches and say, Charlie, I do event on this day and that. So what's up? Do you also have a plan? But let's not forget there is competition. It's business. At times it's very difficult for you to want to search out or reach out to
Charlie.
your competitor
Anyway,
and find out.
anyway,
No, Sammy, let's
anyway.
be honest to ourselves.
Anyway,
Let's be very
is
honest
it
to
what he
ourselves.
just said? Is it what he just said? There is competition. We should end the
Exactly.
space. We should end the space. If you think there is competition and that someone will not be comfortable with something, then we should end the space. Then,
That's
because
what
of
I'm
that
saying.
same competition, there is no way Shatawala will be comfortable for someone to do a show 2 days when you don't have enough time to do setup because of this same
Okay,
competition you've
so that's
mentioned.
the problem now.
Sammy,
So
nobody
Sammy,
needs
you are now
permission
telling us
from
what
you
the
and
problem
Shatawale
is.
to go to the
Exactly,
stadium.
exactly. Nobody needs
Nobody
permission.
needs
I get it.
permission from you or Shatawale
I,
to go to Accra Sports Stadium
Nobody,
or
no,
any public
I'm
facility.
saying because of
Nobody.
what this man
So
just
stop
said.
being a hypocrite. You are being a hypocrite here.
No,
You
no,
are a
no, no, no,
hypocrite.
no.
Okay,
You.
okay,
No, guys,
okay.
You are
Chief
a
there,
guys,
big
chief there, be like,
hypocrite.
chief
guys.
there, Yvette.
All right, so I had to actually mute everyone so that we are able to get this conversation moving.
Me, I think it is an industry we are all feeding from. So I just hope that everybody who is a contributor will be very objective when some of these issues come up, because we are in this business to do it for ourselves, to do it for our
NY,
future, and to do it for generations to come.
NY.
So if
Yeah,
if
Chief.
industry,
Chief,
Why
please hold on.
Sammy
Let Sammy
bribe you?
finish.
Why they give Sammy the opportunity make it a talk? You know what make me
No,
happy? Why?
he's giving his final submission, after which you give your own. Then we are done.
Okay. Because Sammy,
or
I don't
chief
say go feel bribe you right now.
or
Hey,
chief
I
you want
beg.
or chief you want talk before? Okay, make chief talk. Then me I go talk the final one. Make chief talk. Then me I go talk the final one.
So you see how you people are bargaining here. You could have been doing that same bargaining in the back, but don't
Allow
worry.
No,
allow
NY, listen,
allow chief
see,
to talk.
we
Allow chief to
actually
talk
got
so that
here because of his artist. He went ahead to go do a video and be giving misinformation to the public, skewing information, calling out
stop that,
people.
stop that.
And
It was
so
not
we got here.
misinformation. It
The
was
thing
not
actually got into
misinformation.
the public, into the
It
media
was
because of
it
him.
was it was not misinformation. It was not misinformation. I beg you. If he said
Hello?
misinformation, it means I gave him that misinformation, but I did not. Everything I told him was what happened.
Oh, why the thing not
Chief,
they go?
Chief,
Yeah, NY.
Chief, can you hear me?
NY.
Yes, I think we are trying to make a headway. We are trying to make a way out of the
Exactly.
whole conversation.
Yeah.
So please go ahead.
Yeah, so like I was saying, we actually got here because of and Sammy's artist. If it wasn't for the fact that he did video and calling out, names and giving misinformation to the public, we wouldn't have been here. It was actually a conversation we were having behind the scenes to try and make these things happen. So from our side, we don't have a problem. I mean, the data is still available for him. He decided not to. And I just want to make something clear. I mean, we all know the sort of things he says when he goes on social media. I'm referring to Shatta. I mean, I saw a video, and honestly speaking, he should be very careful of the things he says on social media. So, Sami, please kindly pass the information. I believe whatever information, whatever meetings we've had, I don't want to believe that you didn't take, the substance of the meeting to him. So probably he's being misinformed or doesn't have the proper information from you, and so it's making him feel he's being sabotaged. So please, you have to check that and check him as to the things he go on social media to say. It's really important and for the sanity of all of us.
All right, for the sanity of all of us. I mean, and
Yeah.
Roland wanted to join. I've sent him an invitation. He's still not accepted. Okay, I think he's now accepted it. Roland, when we are bringing peace, nephew now the person of the fire. But I mean, would you want Roland to speak now, or you
Oh
want to
yeah,
wrap up?
yeah. He's my two IC, so he can talk. He's my two IC, he can talk.
All right, Roland, we are trying to find peace and make peace. So please go ahead.
Okay, Edward, thank you very much. I've listened to all the conversation on the space, and I must say, some of the angles at which Chief was coming from, calling people hypocrites and liars and all that. I was asking myself, okay, if you NY agrees and acknowledge the fact that what Sami said is the same as what Chief also came to say, then I'm asking myself, is Chief also calling himself a liar and a hypocrite? Because as far as I'm concerned, we all know that if anybody would want to use the premises of the Accra Sports Stadium, they don't need permission from anybody than the National Sports Authority. Now, this is the whole situation. This is how, or the reason why we are here today. If two people are fighting for a venue, or if two people want to use a venue, are requesting to use a venue, and you agree to the fact that, okay, if I give you this space, you need a minimum of 3 days space to work, and another person comes to say, okay, I am requesting for the same space, and you see that person's date and you realize that, oh, the second person's date is going to enter into the first person's date. What do? This is just communication. Just tell one of them that this is the situation on ground. Now, you guys should either sit down and talk, and Chief, as if he will be truthful to himself, whatever conversation that he's had with Sami, there was never a conclusion. Any conclusive statement he's had or any conclusive conversation he's had
is with the National Sport Authority and their people. It is never with the Shatta Movement guys. So if Chief wants to say that there was an agreement, the agreement was between him and the National Sports Authority and not the Shatta Movement team. Now, whatever conversation he had with the Shatta Movement team, the Shatta Movement made it clear that their demands will bring discomfort to our show. And it is as simple as that. So if he's saying that, and you see, as it stands, Professor Chumesi is saying none of these two teams have contracts yet. But Chief, I heard him on this page saying that, oh, everything is set and they have 25th to do their show. But the man is also saying that nobody has been confirmed yet. So now I ask myself again, who is telling lies and who is throwing dust into people's eyes? Let's be frank to ourselves, because this conversation shouldn't go to the presidency. It is very needless if we in the space can't solve our own problem, and we think bringing people from different quarters to come and solve our problem. We will always go to the outside. We will always travel outside Ghana, and when our people that we cry on to here don't have the powers over there, and they maltreat us outside, we will come home and cry that people are maltreating us. Let's find a way to solve our problems. This issue should have been done by the National Sports Authority. If they know, promising Team Shatawale, because the last time we met with Prof was very clear and emphatic that, oh, you people, you have 1 week self. And we told him, Prof, we don't even need the 1 week. It is the minimum 3 days that we need to do this to make it possible. If you're able to guarantee us that, let's do it. He said, okay, tomorrow you can come for your contract. Tomorrow, which is the next day, only for the people to tell us that, oh, we will call you back. The contract is not ready. We will call you back. We'll do this, we'll do that, we'll do this, we'll do that. Only for us to find out that a meeting that has been agreed on, something that has been promised you, oh, you have 25th and the 3 days in front of that 25th. Now, that same 3 days, 2 out of those days have been given to somebody. And now that same prof is saying his hands are tied. It is either we take it or leave it. We take it or leave it. So, you see, if we are talking about people giving others misinformation, before I even joined on the space, I went up. A party, somebody from the NSA called me and was like, okay, they've also heard what Chief is saying as far as this conversation is concerned, that he's saying they've made payments. So, and they've not given him any receipt, any contract, any invoice yet they are claiming they've made payments. That is the information going out there. So if Chief is calling somebody a hypocrite and a liar, I am asking him to look at himself first, or analyze the things that he's saying before he comes and throw dust into people's eyes and call somebody a liar. Because this issue, Shatta, we know, doesn't need permission from Stonebwoy to do his show at the sports stadium. Stonebwoy likewise doesn't need Shatawale's permission to do his show at the National Sports Stadium. They all need permission from the National Sports Authority. So it is the authority that needs to know that, okay, this space or this time that we are giving to you people, it wouldn't be convenient. So who are we sacking and who are we accommodating? They should let it be clear, because as it stands, they've not given anybody a contract. But both parties are claiming, oh, we have our date set. But now, as it stands, the Shatta Movement team is saying their date looks blurred. Their date looks blurred. But the other party, who also have not been given a contract, is saying they are all set. No problem. Shatta just wants his people to know that, okay, if our show doesn't come on as scheduled or as publicized, this ABCD is the situation. So if Chief wants to call people liars, well, he should just analyze his statements and he will see the lies in there. Thank you.
All right, Roland, thank you very much. I'm sure this conversation has actually brought out what the facts to the issue are, and I'm sure that this can actually be resolved with the involvement of the NSA and obviously the people who are supposed to actually deliver the stage and all that. Let's not forget that when we talk about the dates, all the challenge from where I sit is coming from the NSA. In that, right from the NSA, and I can confirm this. If Sami and his team can also confirm this for me. If we are looking at who submitted his letter to the NSA first, then from information I have, Stone actually sent his letter to these people earlier before Shatawale's team
NY,
actually
NY,
did that.
NY, NY,
Yes.
NY. NY, I beg you. It
Yes.
looks like you've been pushing that narrative too much.
No,
Listen.
hold on,
Wait,
Sammy.
wait,
Sammy,
wait, 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 wait. Oh
I
no, no.
think it's
Let
important.
me say this. Let me say this. I
Okay,
beg
go
you. I'm
ahead.
just saying this. What I
Go
mean
ahead.
by you are pushing this because this not since I came on the space. This is not the first time you are saying this.
This is
The
the second
stadium,
time I'm saying it.
exactly. The stadium, whether letter or not, to them they recognize that this year Shatawale is coming for 25th. Go and ask everybody. Because he has been the prof even said, oh, to them they know Shatawale is their customer. That even if someone should have come for 25th, they will call first to say, Shatta, are you coming this year for 25th? Because someone wants it. So don't let it this first. It's not even the main focus. The main focus is what we are
And
talking about. So
NY, let me add this as well.
they recognize that Shatta has that date.
Let's even agree Stone Dems brought their letter first, okay? If NY, you are a manager of a space and you know very well somebody has brought a letter to rent the space and that the second person can't be accommodated, why do you go ahead to promise the person that same space? You get the whole situation. That's it. If you think that, oh, these people brought their letter first and that you can't accommodate the next person, don't even tell them, oh, it is for you. Don't
Charlie,
give them that hope
you
and say
see,
it is for you. And later,
So
come and say that,
so
oh,
hold on. I don't want us to go back.
let's all try to be objective for once in this industry. Charlie, what is happening?
Sammy,
It is not
Sammy,
good for
hold
the
on a
game.
second.
It is not good for the game.
Sammy,
We shouldn't hide
Sammy, hold on a
behind
second.
anything and
Hold on,
not
hold on,
say the
hold
real
on.
things we have to say. Charlie, it's not good. This
Sammy,
one, if Shatta had
Sammy,
done this
hold
to
on a second.
Stonebwoy, I'm sure the whole gang, Charlie, why is Shatta doing this? Charlie, let's just say it once and
Sammy,
for all. Back and forth is not necessary.
Sammy,
This is not a good thing.
Sammy,
Listen to what Olele said. We have issues with our venues. So because of that, let's make sure that everybody is okay. Stonebwoy could have taken any other venue and even do the show on 25th. I'm not sure anybody would have complained. But Charlie,
Sammy.
look at
That is
this.
exactly why. Listen, that's exactly why I've said that. As a business, if there's a running client, a client who comes to me almost every time, and I know that, oh, that's something he does, obviously I'll be looking forward to that client perhaps coming in. If somebody brings a letter requesting for that date, I may want to reach out to this running client and find out, say, Charlie, somebody is looking for the date. Are you coming or not? That's why I've said that if you look at the letters and whatever, to make everything official, I mean, you can have conversations, say certain things, but when it has to do with government, and you know, if you don't put things on paper, you don't have all these things recorded. When it comes back, they might use that same thing to actually prove their point. So what I'm saying is that the whole thing has to do with the NSA, with all these challenges we are having right now. Aside the fact that yes, we have logistics issue, we have arena issues, we have venue issues. The NSA is at the center of this thing. And if they are able to say that, listen, if 2 days is enough for you, you can go ahead and do it, then fine. But if you say you can't do it, then obviously both parties will have to find their way out as to how they want to do, whether they will do it or they wouldn't do it. Do you understand what I mean?
Charlie, it's
So
enough.
that's the exact point. But
What you say is what you say, and what people think is
I
what they'll
think
think.
I think it's important that moving forward.
If we cannot be bold and condemn wrong acts, then we will go run and run and run like that.
No,
This
no,
house
but
is
I
going
mean
to be
the
like
point is that
next time it will happen to another person, and you see the conversation will still be the same, or maybe to change.
the point
Charlie,
is that
it's some way.
we need to understand that the NSA, in giving those dates, maybe needed to do some consultation to realize that is it effective? Are you able to do that
The NFA
or not?
NY someone is misleading the NFA, and the person that person who is doing that is an affiliate to Stonebwoy's team. His name is Jude at the stadium.
Are you
He
able to
is
confirm that?
Yes, I can confirm that his name is Jude. I've mentioned his name. He's the one misleading the professor. He's the one telling the professor, oh, we can even use 1 day to set up. When you don't even know our setup, how do you tell the professor we can even use 1 day to set up? He's the one who gave Stonebwoy and his people a bank account to go and pay money in when the the sports commission has not even given them, the stadium has not given them
The National
their
Sports
contract.
Authority.
The National Sports Authority have not given them their contract. How do you make payment when you've not received contract from them? Me, money has been in my bag, 100,000. I've been driving in and out with it until I put it at the bank last Friday. Why am I also not going to pay? Because I have not been given my contract to pay. But to them, someone who is an insider gave them the account number to go and pay. The professor was not even happy about it. So what are we saying here? This is just a direct ploy by some people to cause distraction, Keke. So I don't know why we are even doing back and forth with this. Charlie, let's respect each
Yeah.
other and go ahead with this, bro.
All right, Sammy. I really appreciate the input. I really appreciate everything you said, and I'm sure that this conversation has brought us